rookie film session this morning to go over some pros and cons of training camp?
Just cons. Just cons. Yeah, I showed around 20 clips from the scrimmage last day and just focused on our transition defense, our paint defense, and all the areas that it has to get better. And the clips spoke for themselves, but the guys owned it. Because I thought we did a lot of really good things, and it's a catch-22 with us because that starting unit offensively is really gifted. So that puts a lot of pressure on that white team to guard them. So you can't be giving up the number of easy baskets that we're giving up in transition. So showed a lot of that, the rebounding, defending the three-point line, and then had a really good practice. I think the practices after a day off, after 4 days in San Diego, are always the tougher ones, but got through the film, guys, really good practice, cleaned up a lot of things, and we got in 3 live drills, and they got after it. I mean, this was a really good practice, back at home, in altitude, and there's a lot of energy in the gym.
Mike looked like he was moving pretty well post-practice. Any update with him in that ankle?
Yeah, well, I spoke to him pre-practice, so he didn't do anything in practice, but swelling has gone down. He feels a lot better. He was getting treatment all day yesterday, so he's definitely moving in the right direction. We'll be smart with that moving forward. And then, like Michael loves to do, he just took his shirt off and walked around. I would too.
Do you have a plan for who plays on Tuesday and who rests, or is it to be determined?
No, it's going to be Denver's playing at Phoenix, so we got that pretty much set. The 2 teams, and then I'm going to try to get our starters out there. Probably play, just in the first half, and try to get everybody else a chance to play as well.
You guys have a lot of young guys, second-year, first-year players. It's pretty unique on a contender, especially a team coming off a championship. How do you prioritize development while also competing in the present?
Yeah, that's a really tough question to answer. Because to your point, it is tough to win at the highest level and develop so many players. Because we can have the best player development coaches in the NBA, which I think we do, but the best player development coach is playing, and playing through your mistakes in a real game. And when you have so many young guys, it's going to be a challenge. That's why for me, still going into this camp, aside from Christian Brown, that second unit's up for grabs. No, I'm not giving anything out, as I've said in San Diego. Those minutes, those opportunities got to be earned. And I want to see who's going to earn them. But we'll make the most of it. Christian proved last year as a rookie he could help this team. Well, what other young guys are going to prove to me that they deserve to be out there? That is yet to be determined.
Mike, you talked about the rookies collectively a bit already. I'm curious with Julian Strother, is there a quality to his game aside from the shot that you think can sort of allow him to stand out?
Well, he moves really well without the ball. So, those guys that got a chance to play with that starting unit, if you run, if you cut, if you space, the ball's going to find you. So all you got to do is the easy part, move without the ball. So I love how Julian runs the floor, tremendous pace, moves well without the ball in the half court. He's not just a jump shooter, he can put the ball on the floor. And the thing I was probably most proud about with Julian was defensively, he picks things up very quickly. He's in the right place, he's coming over as a low man, contesting shots. I thought Julian had a terrific training camp, and we're still in our training camp, and he continues to impress.
At Media Day, you talked about, just Zeke needing to be healthy, but beyond that, what does he need to do to solidify one of those second unit spots?
Well, I think for him, he's an elite offensive rebounder. He's got to be just as effective on the defensive glass, because if he's our backup 5, that means we're playing pretty small. So that gives us a chance to be really versatile, switch a lot more with Zeke. But then when we're small, he's got to rebound. He's got to help us on the glass, not just offensively. Then defensively, can he communicate, be the anchor of our defense, switch on the small, sit down and guard and contain, and then the ability to finish in the pocket and catch the ball in the pocket, finish in traffic, or if it's not there, kick out to the open guy. But Zeke has been a monster on the offensive glass. No one can block him out. I just need that same effort on the defensive glass.
Coach, curious just what Christian has done over this last week that has really solidified himself for you as hey, he's going to be in that second unit pretty much guaranteed?
Well, he showed that in the finals for me, to be honest. I mean, we went on the road in Miami and then we won the game, and Christian had a lot to do with that. Not many rookies are able to do that at such a high level. And then watching him all summer long in this gym, the improvements in the jump shot, the improvements in the ball handling, and what was really noticeable for me, Ryan, was a noticeable confidence and swagger in his game. And we know that he plays extremely hard. He has an attack mindset. He's tough. He's not going to back down. And he is a young player that's going to continue to improve the more opportunities he gets. So he had a good training camp, but Christian is definitely a guy that's going to be probably the first guy off of our bench.
You keep mentioning the handles for him. Is there any chance that he could run that second unit at times?
I don't know necessarily running it. I mean, but he's showing that he's more than capable of doing that. I think for him has shown that I can be a secondary ball handler. If we run a pick and roll on the front side and the ball is reversed, he can be a second side ball handler, decision maker. And to your point though, Katie, with the right lineup, he's a guy that can bring the ball up and get us into our offense. Doesn't make him a true point guard, but he can definitely initiate our offense. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you, Coach.